Good morning, cyber world. I'm J Squared. Yep, that's me right there. And I'm here with my partner, Dustina. Oh, Dustina. Ouch. And we're here today to talk about the internet. Or is it internets? Tricky question, but we'll talk about it. We'll also talk about the niprnet, the siprnet, and hacking networks, what that really means. So let's get started. The internet, in its simplest form, is a network, kind of like this one. It has connections between multiple points. These connections allow you to transfer information back and forth. This might mean chatting with your buddies, downloading a song, or watching videos, like this one, on YouTube. As we add computers to the network, it grows, becoming more global and eventually universal. Wow, that's a pretty picture. A lot prettier than Dustina. So this is what most people think of when we say the internet. And for the most part, they're right. This is the network with the most connections and users. It is the network we connect to from our homes, no matter what hardware we are using. Most of our works, and even our phones. However, people are mistaken when they think that all information in the world is stored on this one network. To look at this issue more in depth, here's Dustina.
The belief that everything is on the internet springs from the underlying idea that all information is readily accessible on the internet. This, in fact, is not the case. While humongous amounts of information and data are available to users on the internet, restrictions can limit the accessibility of information to internet patrons. This restriction can apply to certain material, such as copyrighted music or literature, which includes prohibiting the information from being accessed by users or even being put on the internet. Yet another type of this restriction applies to entire networks. This type of restraint is evidenced by numerous types of secure networks within the internet that house information which is not accessible to users who fail to meet certain standards or requirements. For example, the military uses many secure networks in hopes of prohibiting access to sensitive information. Two of the more well-known examples of these secure networks are the niprnet and siprnet. First, the niprnet. Niprnet stands for Non-Secure Internet Protocol Router Network and is owned and primarily used within the United States Department of Defense. The niprnet is used to exchange sensitive but unclassified information between internal users. Internal users include those government contractors, military members, or civilian employees of the government connected to the niprnet. The security of the network is maintained by security measures for both the users and the network itself. Users of the niprnet are required to train in information and operations security measures. Additionally, clients must ensure they use secure passwords and PINs and are required to use their own personal cryptographic common access card, or CAC card, when gaining access to niprnet computers. Aside from these measures, for individuals using the niprnet, the network itself, through its setup and structure, works to maintain security as well. In general, the connections which form the niprnet have met or exceeded a certain set of criteria enforced by the Defense Information Systems Agency, which ensures the security of the network. More specifically, the niprnet is set up as a virtual private network on the Defense Information Systems Network. Through these measures, the niprnet is secured, and the information passing along within the niprnet is not accessible by common users of the internet. And now the siprnet. Back to you, J Squared.
Thanks, Dustina. I appreciate that. If you think of the niprnet as one step more secure than the regular internet, think of the siprnet as 5 steps more secure. The siprnet, or Secret Internet Protocol Router Network, is used to transfer classified information from one location to another. These locations are limited in number and are under heavy security at all times. For a user, the siprnet looks very similar to the regular internet. However, there are vast restrictions on the siprnet. You cannot access any website that is not secure, so no online gaming, Facebooking with your friends, or talking to a stranger on Omegle. Moreover, Any device that ever touches a siprnet computer is now classified as secret and can never again leave that room. If you are wondering about how this policy is monitored, the key is the physical setup. Every siprnet computer is kept in a locked room with no access. If the siprnet is going to be accessed, a user is checked in and out. The lines that run from the computer to the server are encased in piping and are never exposed like normal networking lines. This makes it physically impossible to cut into the lines. The end result is a network that is very, very secure. So when we watch movies and hackers grab their laptops and pull up plans for the Pentagon, this is not actually true. Instead, it is more like the original Mission Impossible. You have to get into a physical room, on the physical computer, pass the passwords before accessing any information. We hope you learned a little bit about the different types of internets and how we keep our information secure. From J Squared, and of course, Dustina, have a good day.